This is Letter to Sons. I'm Doug Keating. Today, I'm going to share Billboard to Me number 48. A seed planted will grow. This video will be a little different in the fact I'm going to talk about my dad, which I don't often do. Let me start with a somewhat sad fact, and that is that college in the good old USA is expensive, especially when compared to some other countries across the globe. There's really no way around it. If you want to pursue a 4-year degree at a U.S. university, it is going to cost some dollars. Some of you are probably thinking, hold your horses there, buddy. What about public universities? When compared to private schools, public universities are a good deal. However, both private and public schools have gotten a lot more expensive over the past decade or two. Nowadays, most public universities are expensive for the average American family. Private schools, absurdly expensive. In my case, everything was not doom and gloom. I was able to save some money for my son's college costs. I won't get into exact dollar figures. I'll only say I saved enough to cover the first year of college, room and board for both Gavin and Riley. What would happen after that? I wasn't quite sure. I will share that one of my goals was to prevent both my sons from going into debt to pay for college. Nowadays, student debt is a huge issue for many American families. I wanted to avoid that scenario if at all possible. I know firsthand how long and how hard it can be to pay off college loans. Here is Billboard to Me number 48. A seed planted years ago will blossom and grow large over the decades. This billboard to me was inspired when we redeemed savings bonds my father had saved for his grandchildren's college costs. In August of 2019, Riley went off to university, and that meant I had 2 sons at American universities at the same time. I was explaining to my father that this would be a big financial challenge for me, paying tuition and board for both of them simultaneously. My father said, "Come upstairs with me." Up we went. In his office, my dad showed me a huge pile of UF saving bonds he had bought back in the 90s. Every paycheck, he would put money into a UF savings bond, and he had held onto them to 2019. I asked him, "How much are these worth?" He said, "I don't know. All I know is you and your brother can use them." We went to the bank, cashed them in, and I'm not going to say it covered all costs. I will say, however, it was a substantial amount of money, a true windfall for both my brother and I. I was both grateful and inspired by what my dad had done. I decided to follow his example when kickstarting my retirement by socking away a lot more money than I had been doing when paying alimony. At the same time, I was also able to save some money so that neither one of my sons graduated college with any college debt. How I incorporated this billboard into my life? I recognize that a seed planted will grow. When thinking of long-term goals, especially financial, take the same approach my dad did. Put a little away every single paycheck. What about you? Do you have similar challenges? Do you have to put kids through college or perhaps save for your retirement? Remember, a seed planted will grow, especially over time. Decades later, the seeds that you plant and water every single month will grow into something big, and you can enjoy your bounty down the road.